What is anti-bias education? Optimistic work about our children's future. Anti-bias teachers believe that children deserve to find their fullest potential in their classroom environment. One reason why teachers choose to do anti-bias education is to learn how to respond to when children say mean, stereotypical comments about other children. For example, the preschool teacher Lee Lesser witnessed an American girl call an Asian boy stupid. When the teacher asked why she thought that the girl said it, is because he doesn't know how to talk. This is where we realize that anti-bias education is something that should be taught early in life rather than later in life. The four goals of anti-bias are: first, we want children to have confidence with their social identity. Next, all children should use accurate language for human differences and feel comfortable with human diversity. Then, children will understand and have language to describe unfairness. Last, every child will have the skills to act against discriminatory actions.
The RERUN process. R stands for reflect. Reflecting the feelings or thoughts of others and then reflecting on your own feelings and thoughts. Remember to use active listening skills and show the other person that you're considering how they feel. We need to recognize our own feelings in order to communicate with others. E stands for explain. This is a small e because we need to remember to listen before we start to explain. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we must listen twice and talk once. R stands for reason. This is a small r because when you explain what you feel, you should give reasons for feeling that way. Because just like explaining, your reasoning should come after listening. U stands for understanding. This is a big U because it is important to understand as you listen and talk. Your main goal should be understanding their perspective and beliefs. In addition, you should also understand yourself. N stands for negotiate. Negotiation can only come after you increase your understanding of one another. Don't feel pushed to negotiate before talking and understanding their opinion. If your negotiations break down at all, you can begin to reflect again.
Understanding culture. It is important for children to have a positive cultural identity and to be comfortable and respectful towards the cultures of others. Cultures can be divided into 2 categories, one being surface culture and the other being deep culture. Surface culture consists of artifacts, customs, holidays, and foods. Surface culture is easy to see in everyday life. Deep culture is more significant and consists of much more than surface culture. Some examples of deep culture include religion, language, ideas of education, gender roles, and so much more. Complex societies are made up of multiple subcultures under what is called dominant culture. Dominant cultures does not always mean the greater culture or the culture of the majority. It is the culture that has the most economic, political, and social power. The history of a country is connected to the characteristics of a dominant culture. The dominant culture is usually the one that immigrants assimilate to.
Time as a language. Time can be treated as a language. Each culture has its own time frames in which the patterns are unique. For example, there are some areas in the world that have a different concept of time, meaning they don't have the necessity for a clock. Here in the United States, we tend to always be watching the clock and wondering how much time we have left of our day. This is our concept of time, and other people use their time differently. Timing is very important to communication. One example of difference in culture shows in conversation, when one person may want to get to the point, while another person likes to spend a few minutes making small talk before getting to the main point. While some people may enjoy the small talk, others may find anything past hello to be annoying.
Individualism and collectivism. Individualists prioritize self-esteem and making a child feel special. Individualists treat children like they are all unique and special. Individualists want to help their children gain independence. A collectivist views the child as a part of a larger group. Collectivists tend to focus on the group being special rather than an individual being special. Example: an individualist may spoon feed their child up to preschool. In the culture in Vietnam, a woman states that she was fed by her mother up to the 2nd grade. Collectivists are aiming towards interdependence, and that means when you depend on one or more people or on each other.